right, hello, wine-drinking people. We're back with more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and our good friend Dave Roberts, a man with two first names, stopped in with Premier Beverage, also known as the man with the keys to all of the French wine at Premier Beverage. Yes, this is the French wine specialist. Got a large a title he has because they got a lot of different French wine, but it was kind of Bobby Catcher day on this afternoon. A lot of Bobby Catcher wines. Bobby Catcher is one of the best importers of small boutique wines coming out of France today. And he's one of the darlings of Robert Parker's. Chavenet, the Pops always get huge scores. He's got great Burgundy producers and some really unique stuff like this first wine, the Claret Claret de Belgrade. This is a sub-appellation of the Costers de Nîmes appellation in the south of France, and the only grape that is allowed here is Claret, a light and pleasant wine with lemon, kind of green apple fruit, slight briny character, really light and refreshing on the palate with some nice nuance to it. A wine doesn't have to be 15% over alcohol and a ton of oak in it to have a lot of finish, a lot of nuance to it, and this wine was just that, and really refreshing. A good little wine for $12.50 nonetheless. All right, Philippe Portier Quincy from the Loire, and Quincy is an appellation in the Loire. This is supposedly the benchmark. Being a Bobby Catcher wine, I wouldn't expect anything less. 100% Sauvignon Blanc, white grapefruit citrus with wet stone and kind of notes of green herbs, just kind of light amount of green herbs, really pure fruit, very stylish Loire Valley-esque wine. Light and refreshing wine on the palate with a light spritz and slight briny note to the finish, white grapefruit citrus. And this 2010 vintage is outstanding in the Loire Valley. You can almost close your eyes and point all over the Loire, even in areas like Quincy, which not that well known, and get excellent wines. This wine very good at $19.50. The Domaine de Poipu, I'm probably saying that wrong, but I failed French class in high school and college, and I do kind of like to mispronounce French words just to piss off the French people. No, just kidding. But anyways, this wine's got a nice white grapefruit and lemon citrus fruit, notes of limestone minerality, a hint of musk to the nose too. Crisp and refreshing wine on the palate with a light spritz, nice concentration and depth of fruit here with good minerality. Classic Poipu. Again, this 2010 vintage, excellent. Almost everything you find like this wine. Excellent example of Poipu at 26.25. Domaine de Cantel, Viognier, Vin de Pays du Gard. This wine's classic Viognier, man. Really pretty floral notes to that lychee and white peach fruit. A hint of wet white pepper spice. Really pretty bouquet. Lovely balance in this Viognier. Sometimes they can get a little hot, a little edgy with the alcohol, but this wine has that richness and a slightly oily texture as well, but lovely balance and freshness on the finish. A very good little Viognier at $14.75. And you don't see a lot of Viognier in that price range that is really attractive in my opinion. All right, the Chavenet Chopin Bourgogne. Really nice example of Bourgogne, and a lot of this comes from Young Vine, Louis St. George, and Chambeau Moussigny vineyards. A good amount of barnyard and earthy character to this wine, to the cherry, and light smoky notes as well. A really lovely complexity here for a Bourgogne. Lovely freshness and that earthy character coming through on the palate and the finish as well. Silky, smooth, and velvety tannins. Really nice freshness here. And a little bit light in the fruit category, more along the savory and earthy side of that Bourgogne, but a very good little wine for under $25 nonetheless. All right, and then the Xavier Monnot Volnay Premier Cru Clos de Chênes 2009. 2009 is a killer vintage in Burgundy. You know, they had the tannins that are just so ripe. You don't really notice how much tannins there are in these wines because they have got a lot of everything. All that and a box of chocolates. A good amount of spice and smoky notes here to the cherry and black raspberry fruit. Lovely concentration and depth of aromas. A solid core of fruit on the palate with lovely structure, depth of flavors, and spice and some tannins. Volnay being a very big wine from the Côte de Beaune as opposed to the Côte de Nuit. Smooth and silky, but this wine needs some time. Has lovely forward fruit, and that is what defines these 2009s, but a lot of everything. Like I said, this wine's built to last. Excellent juice. And it should be at $63. All right, that's what we had to drink with our friend Dave Roberts. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.